what are you guys having for dinner? How about a corn and Monterey Jack, but not just regular Monterey Jack, pepper jack frittata. Good for breakfast, good for lunch, good for dinner, good for a snack. Frittatas are great anytime. And I have a really good technique to share with you to get the best frittata every time. I like to use fresh corn, in-season corn, perfect and delicious. So cut your corn off your cobs. I like to lay it down on the counter and just do it this way. I feel like maybe I'm not getting as much corn off of it as if I was shaving it down, but then it flies all over the place. You need 1.5 cups total of corn. So that can be 1 cob, it can be 2 depending on how big they are. I'm gonna measure for good measure. Now it's really getting everywhere. Did you see that? It all went flying. Here's my frittata method. I take 12 eggs. Nice fresh eggs. Get the best eggs because guess what? That's the main part of your whole deal, so make them good. I like to go to the farmer's market and get eggs if I can. They're so fresh and delicious. Whisk with a fork. I find it actually works better than with a whisk, and you can really lift it and incorporate a lot of air with a little bit more precision than with a whisk, and that's my preferred way of doing it. Then what you do is you add 1/4 cup of milk. And then here comes the flavoring. I'm gonna use 1/4 cup of shredded cilantro. All the soft herbs work well. So basil, cilantro, parsley, anything like that would work really nicely here. Cut your cilantro, and that goes in with your egg. Also add about 1/2 teaspoon of salt and some pepper, about 1/4 teaspoon. You can measure if you want to. Because you can't taste the raw egg mixture, so you want to make sure it's the right amount here. Sorry. Set it aside. Now you can start cooking. This is a 10-inch non-stick skillet. You can use a cast iron skillet if you have one, but it has to be something that's non-stick so you can remove your frittata at the end. And in it, I have 3 tablespoons of unsalted butter. This is 1 cup of sliced onion. That's your aromatics. That's what's going to start building your flavor. And you can use onion here, leek, scallion, shallot, anything like that would be good here. So check out all the other frittata variations on our website at marthastewart.com if you like frittatas. So now what you're doing is cooking your onion. You want to cook out some of the moisture and start developing flavor, and that's why you saute it before you add your eggs. Depending on the aromatic you're using, it'll take from 3 to 5 minutes to saute until it's translucent. Then you can add your vegetable. The vegetable can be anything from corn to zucchini to tomatoes to mushrooms, and you want to cook these as well to remove moisture and to build flavor. Salt. Pepper, not too much, about 1/4 teaspoon of salt can go into the vegetables. Add your eggs. And now here's really the most important part. What I like to do is cook on top of the stove, pushing the eggs into the center with a rubber spatula to allow the uncooked egg to run to the outside until it's almost completely set. And what this is doing is building like light, fluffy curds before it goes to finish off in the broiler. Before you put it into the broiler, you're building these like light, fluffy scrambled eggs that are almost completely cooked. And then you put them in the broiler and it puffs up, it gets a little bit brown, and it finishes cooking through. You can see it's just moist on top. I'm turning my heat off now and adding my cheese. It's 3/4 cup of grated pepper jack cheese. Sprinkle it over the top, and then press some of the cheese into your egg mixture. You don't need to have all the cheese on top, but you do want to have a little bit up there to get golden brown and bubbly, but you want some deeper into the egg mixture to add lots and lots of flavor. Pop this into the broiler and cook it until it's light golden brown on top, puffed and just set, like 2 to 3 minutes. Look at that. I want to eat it right now, but I actually have to let it set for 10 minutes. Otherwise, I will totally burn my tongue, and you definitely can't slide it out of the pan at this point. It's just a little too hot. So give it about 5-10 minutes, and then you are good to go. Go online, print out this recipe, and make this frittata, and let me know how you like it. And Make some variations of your own and let me know about those too. I love hearing from you.